Good afternoon. It is the 22nd of February 2026 and 5 minutes to 1 p.m. East African time here in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you for keeping it TV47 as I get you informed on the latest at this hour. My name is Sheilar Chelangat and of course we begin now. A section of UDA leaders have accused the opposition of offering rhetoric and empty promises instead of tangible solutions to Kenyans' development needs. Speaking at a delegates meeting in Mwata Bonchari constituency, National Assembly Chief Whip Sylvana Sosoro challenged opposition leaders to present their agenda publicly and conduct peaceful rallies in Kisii and Nyamira counties. He said the Kenya Kwanza government has made progress in key sectors and urged the opposition to move beyond criticism and offer practical solutions.
Tunaambia wale wapinzani wetu, tafadhali tumechoka na slogan. Politics of sloganism haina maana. You cannot have slogans every time. Ambia watu mtawafanyia nini. Hii maneno ya kutuambia sijui one term, two terms, sijui nini, it's useless. Hata huyu mama ako hapa ajui ni nini mnaongea. Ambia hao watu vile solution ya maji, solution ya barabara, solution ya uwanja wa ndege, solution ya barabara, kit na stima na hizo vitu zote. Politics na bursaries. Politics of slogans is outdated. Na ni politics ya ujinga sana. Hata hapa mimi sitaki tufanye slogans hapa. Tunafanya slogan ya nini? Wacha tuwaeleze nyinyi ni tunafanya nini.
And still in the world of politics, Kajiado youth allied to the Linda Ground ODM faction are urging young voters to contest elective seats while championing peace and tolerance as political temperatures rise across the country ahead of the 2027 elections. Now, the group is calling on peers to reject roles as hired goons or perpetrators of hooliganism, opting instead to shun tribalism and age-set politics in favor of development-oriented leadership. They further highlighted the need for strategic zoning between ODM and UDA, ensuring regional dominance and popularity, guide candidate selection to prevent setbacks under the current broad-based political arrangement.
Ya Kenya. Na wakati huo
tumesema muhula huu hatutakuja na vurugu, lazima tupewe kilicho chetu ili pia sisi twende tujilinde kama vijana.
That the young people are sacrificed during the campaigning period, they are mobilized but then eternally forgotten after the elections. This time round we have decided that we are not going to shout from the touchline but will be the power sharing table.
Away from that, an elderly man has died after a night fire razed his home in Gishugu, Kirinyaga County. Police have launched investigations as the grieving family prepares for his burial. Our reporter Moluse Meshak tells us more.
These are the remains of the tragic fire incident at Kegwa village in Mbiri sublocation in Jokoini ward, Gishugu in Kirinyaga County. Here, Mzee Christopher Mwaniki perished at around 10 p.m., leaving residents in shock.
Kelele inapigwa, sisi tukakunja. Na mimi nakunja mpaka mchale, to mimi nasikia ni wepi manakunja. Sasa nikikunja najua ni nyumba inasomeka. Yeah.
Villagers led by John Kimotho and Teresa Wanjiru have said the fire broke out suddenly, making it difficult to immediately identify its source.
Na huyu ni baba yangu mdogo. Jana usiku nisikia nduru. Nikauliza usiku ni nini? Huyu maikasi nikasema ni baba yangu anachomekea kwa nyumba. Sasa tukaanza kupiga nduru usiku.
Kimotho has said he responded after hearing the deceased daughter crying for help and mobilized neighbors to extinguish the fire, but their efforts were unsuccessful. The victim's granddaughter expressed deep sorrow upon receiving the news later that night. Detectives from Kirinyaga East Sub-County have launched investigations into the cause of the fire.
Tulipata nyumba ikiwa imepata moto kabisa. Na mzee alikuwa amechomeka.
At the time moto ilikuwa inazimwa, mzee alikuwa ameenda. Na alienda beyond cognition juu hata kichwa. Anyway, ni mbaya. Ilikuwa mbaya.
The body of the deceased has been moved to Embu Level 5 Hospital mortuary pending a post-mortem as burial plans begin. Moluse Meshak, for TV47.
Thank you, Meshach. And away from that, Kasarani Member of Parliament Ronald Karauri has declared his bid for the Nairobi governor's seat, blaming the city's challenges on poor leadership. Speaking in Jiru during a bursary issuance, Karauri said service delivery in the capital requires proper management. He faulted the current administration of a garbage collection and water supply. Karauri alleged cartels have infiltrated City Hall, crippling operations. Karauri, elected as an independent member of parliament, said he supports President William Ruto but did not disclose the party he will use. He distributed 35 million shillings in bursaries, with each grade 10 students receiving 10,000, and called for increased school funding.
Kule kazi zitakuwa mingi. Mtu kama heze hatakuwa. Na shida ya hii Nairobi ni uongozi, sio kitu kingine. Kwa hivyo nimesema mimi leo nimejitolea, na watu wangu wa Kasarani wamesema wataniunga mkono tuanze hiyo safari. Pia mimi nitakuwa hapo kwa ballot ya governor wa Nairobi. Kuna mama wetu contractor amekufa kwa sababu ya stress. Hajalipwa bill zake za county government paka leo, na alikuwa ameomba deni. Yaani amekufa na pressure na hajalipwa hizo pesa. Hii pesa ya county inakuanga inaenda wapi? Tunasikia inaenda kulipa lawyers, inalipa vitu zingine, alafu unaona wananchi wale wamefanya kazi wanamaliza hawalipwi. Kwa hizi constituencies zetu kubwa ziko na population kubwa, tunahitaji kuangalia vile tunapeana CDF allocation, kwa sababu kama huku kwetu hata kupeana wale wameenda grade 10 haitoshi hata hiyo, na tutaenda tena kupeana basari tena kwa watoto wengine wote wale bado wanaenda shule.
And as the country gradually shifts its focus to the heated political season ahead of the 2027 general election, Kenyans are being urged to embrace cultural diversity as a cornerstone of national unity and cohesion. The call was made during Cultural Week celebrations at Mishuki National Polytechnic, where students from various technical training institutions gathered to celebrate their heritage and promote dialogue and collaboration among young people. Robert Gakure reports.
Songs and dance filled the air as colorful traditional attire brightened the grounds of Michuki National Polytechnic. Students drawn from different technical training institutions showcased diverse cultures and traditional practices from across the country, turning the event into a vibrant display of Kenya's rich heritage. Speakers at the event emphasized the importance of embracing diversity, noting that differences in ethnicity and traditions should not be viewed as barriers, but as strengths that can foster innovation, social harmony, and national development.
We want to be able to grow, to thrive, even as we learn that we are able to remember that Kenya is our country, that this nation is what we shall defend because we belong. So we are together coming and be able to just build on our nationalism.
Wakenya wanafaa kuishi bila chuki na wanafaa kuishi kama ndugu bila kuzingatia mtu ametoka kwa jamii gani.
With the country preparing for the 2027 general election, stakeholders underscored the need for unity, urging citizens to promote peaceful coexistence and mutual respect.
Wakati kama huu ambapo tunaelekea mwaka wa uchaguzi, inaonyesha kwamba sasa hawa vijana wote wakiwa wenye umri wa rika ya Gen Z na pamoja na marika mengine watakuwa wanawiana bila kujali tabaka, bila kujali kabila, bila kujali mtu mahali anapotoka.
Tunachagua viongozi vile wanatufanyia kazi. Na unaona hii culture inatuleta pamoja, inatuleta ushirikiano.
The youth were challenged to lead in appreciating and understanding different communities, recognizing that every group brings unique skills, talents and perspectives that contribute to national growth.
Metusaidia nijue utamaduni ya wengine na pia wao wajue yangu.
Hili ni tamasha ambalo linasaidia vijana kujua umuhimu wa kutangamana na wengine wanaotoka katika kaunti mbalimbali na kutoka katika vitongoji mbalimbali vya Kenya.
Robert Gakure, TV47, Murang'a.
Now, the Nairobi Coffee Exchange has unveiled an ambitious 5-year strategic plan aimed at transforming coffee trading, with the government pledging stronger measures to protect farmers from exploitation. In a speech delivered on his behalf, Wycliffe Oparanya said the government will continue to back reforms that enhance price discovery, reduce inefficiencies and safeguard farmers' earnings. He emphasized that most coffee growers operate through cooperative societies, noting that more transparent, digitized and efficient exchange will strengthen the entire cooperative value chain and improve returns to farmers.
Good evening. The strategic plan will guide Nairobi Coffee Exchange to achieve the goals, the objectives, the vision, and also address any weaknesses or even threats that may be facing the organization.
We want to prepare Nairobi Coffee Exchange as a regional hub where coffee from the region is trended. So we have developed this document and this plan so that we build capacities, so that we improve efficiency and digitalize our operations to the level that we create the required confidence to all the players.
The greatest success of this market is usually the product of the farmers' work. Every time you see an increase in value, it's all about what the farmers have put in. Because our work is fairly simple, we are providing a platform for value creation to discover the best price possible.
And the Youth Alive organization has convened employers and stakeholders in a meeting of the employers' community of practice, focusing on the protection and recognition of domestic workers' rights. The event highlighted the critical role domestic workers play in households and the broader economy, while addressing challenges such as lack of formal recognition, poor working conditions and limited access to social protections. Organizers emphasize the need for employers to adopt fair labor practices, ensure safe working environments and recognize domestic work as dignified and essential. They also shared best practices, discussed policy gaps and explored ways to strengthen collaboration to champion reforms that guarantee fair wages and recognition for domestic workers.
The place of employers in ensuring that we have decency in the workplaces, because your home is the workstation of this domestic worker. So as a professional service provider, there should be a kind of a formalization of the engagement where her service or his service is well defined within a contract, because in the absence of this contract, that is where GBV also manifests itself.
And like before, domestic work was not recognized, and to that we mean we didn't have several policy around protecting the rights of care workers at all, not just domestic workers. But as a country, at the national level, we've seen conversation around the formulation of the care policy, which is now at the finalization stage.
The employers, who is us, people who have domestic care workers in our homes, it's important for us to be involved in these conversations. How can we recognize and ensure that the domestic workers, the house managers, or depending on the different norms that we call them, how can we recognize the work that they're doing? That it's important. And I think we all recognize that. But ensuring that also that the work environment that they're exposed to is decent enough.
And away from that, the United Opposition team is currently attending a church service at PCEA Utawala in Embakasi East, and later on they will engage the public at diverse stops. Now let's cross over and join our reporter Mike Kagwongo to tell us more.
Thank you so much, Sheilar, Chelangat. Indeed, we are coming to you live from Utawala here in Nairobi, where the opposition has converged to attend a church service at Utawala PCEA Church, including Rigathi Gachagua of DCP Party, Kalonzo Musyoka of Wiper, Martha Karua of PLP, and I've also noticed the presence of Eugene Wamalwa and Matiang'i of Jubilee Party, where they have, according to their speeches today, they talked about police brutality and how police has continued to mismanage or undertake whatever is not in the Constitution. According to the letter they did write to the IG Kanja about 2 days ago, it is that they are going to initiate a private investigation to make sure that they find or they get the perpetrators of those, the perpetrators of Wetima Church about a month ago, whatever happened in church in Wetima. So today Kalonzo Musyoka has also called on Kenyans to take part in sending this government home in 2027, saying that this regime does not deserve another 1 year. In fact, he says giving them a 1 term is also is doing them a favor. So he's just calling for Kenyans to come up in large numbers and initiate their democratic rights in 2027. We are here, but from the church service they are headed to another rally. They have spotted about 2 spots whereby they will be standing by or passing by to speak to the residents of Utawala area, talk to them about their agenda. Remember, the government has talked about they don't have an agenda. They insist they got an agenda of sending President William Ruto home come 2027. That is in less than 18 months. So we are keeping tabs, and we will be traversing across Utawala and see what unravels with the opposition. Back to you, studio.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike Kwagongo. Of course, it is a story we continue to closely follow, and more updates in our subsequent bulletins at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Now, away from that, Muslim faithfuls were forced to break their fasting outside after a prolonged power outage at Masjid Rahman in Mikindani, Mombasa County. The blackout disrupted iftar and nightly Taraweeh prayers during the holy month of Ramadan. The faithfuls holding prayers in darkness for several days. Frustrated congregants say the outage has paralyzed mosque operations and heightened security concerns at night. They're calling on relevant authorities to urgently restore electricity. Speaking in Jomvu constituency, political advisor to the president, Karisa Nzai, criticized area MP Badi Twalib for what he termed as laxity in addressing service delivery issues, urging leaders to prioritize a reliable electricity and water supply. His remarks come amid persistent water shortages affecting residents in Jomvu.
Wakati huu wa msimu wa Ramadhani, msikiti kama huu hauna moto kwa sababu transformer ati imeharibika. Mnaweza kuja kushughulika kwa haraka tafadhalini. Hatutaki watu wakati wanapoanza swala la usiku hata jioni kama sasa kuna giza kwa sababu transformer ya Kenya Power haijafanya kazi ama imeharibika. Watu wanafunga. Sio wote wana uwezo wa kununua bauza ya maji. Tafadhalini tufanye mpango na hii kazi ifanyike.
Sahii tunaswali katika giza. Inabidi mpaka shughuli zetu zingine tunazifanyia hapa nje. Tunaomba serikali iangalie jambo hili kwa haraka. Pili, mambo ya maji katika eneo hili la Jomvu imekuwa ni donda sugu. Hatujui tatizo lenyewe ni nini. Kwa sababu utashikia Mazeras maji yamejaa. Mla Mazeras ni juu, huku Jomvu ni chini, lakini huku hakuna maji. Sasa hatujui tatizo lenyewe liko wapi.
Of course, now that story takes us on a short breather. We will be back in a short while. Do not go too far. Keep it TV47.
excuses. It's time to rise, grind, and own your mornings. Join Coach Shadrach Ouma every Monday to Friday from 5:30 to 6 a.m. only on TV47. Full body workouts, zero equipment, maximum results. Start strong, stay strong. TV47 Fitness with Coach Shadrach only on TV47. Looking for the perfect way to kick off your weekend?
Pole. Hiyo ni salamu ya Mluya kabisa.
Tune in to Friday with Betty, the most exciting show on TV.
Betty, one tear gas. Betty, I don't know where this guy's going.
From the latest news and trends to unforgettable moments. Friday with Betty is your go-to show for a fabulous Friday night.
Theological, meteorologist, what is that word, Willis?
Tune in this and every Friday at 9 p.m. and let's make your Fridays unforgettable. Only on TV47.
This is Kenya's #1 talk show, Dr. Farika tonight. My name is the Eagle himself. Dr. Farika is my name.
We are flipping the script, but guess what? Or should I say, guess who is taking over tonight's show?
Anyway, furahia umekaa na kasipuni. CP unit ni Punet. So you guys knew about Piga. Sawa basi. I say man, that don't give you the whole time.
I don't want to go back to brokenness.
No.
I just love the high life. Siwezi taka kuimagine ati nimesota.
You'll have to watch to find out. Tune in every Wednesday from 7:30 p.m.
Welcome back. This is News Now on TV47 at 1, and of course we continue to update you on the latest at this hour. Now, a dispute is brewing between commercial and artisanal gold miners and politicians over control of gold mining sites in West Pokot County. The tension has caused fear and uncertainty in the area, prompting leaders to call on the government to ensure no illegal mining activities are taking place.
The discovery of gold in West Pokot County has transformed the once quiet villages of Kambi Karaya and Lami Nyeusi into bustling informal mining hubs, creating a microeconomy that now supports many households. Despite this transformation, a dispute has emerged between commercial and artisanal gold miners and politicians over control of mining sites. Artisanal miners say what began as a cooperative gold rush has turned into a bitter contest over access, licenses and authority.
Leo tumesema mambo ya West Pokot iamuliwe kupitia county hapa. Pita kwa ofisi ya governor, kuja ongea na viongozi wetu hapa mashinani.
Tensions escalated earlier this week following the eviction of artisanal miners from the gold pits. Residents accused new investor Okech Salah of trying to force them out of areas they claim to have worked for the past 2 years.
Iko mambo inaendelea hapa West Pokot ambayo tumekataa.
Pokot South MP David Kosing, who toured the affected areas, called for calm while defending the rights of artisanal miners.
Lakini watu wa Kambi Karaya na wa Pokot wote wanategemea gold yao. Alafu mkora ngine anakuja anafukuza watu ati wasitafute gold. Sasa hii watu wataenda kukula nini?
wale ambao wanaeneza porojo, huyu sijui nini, huyu sijui, hiyo yote ni porojo. Na niwaambie wale wamekuwa katika hii space Kusini na washirika wake, unajua wamekuwa kwa hii space, wamekulia maneno saa hii bila wameambiwa bukae kando, ndio unaona wanakimbia hapa na pale. Sasa mambo hiyo pipe yao imekatwa, sasa maisha imekuwa ngumu, na wanafikiri wengine sasa wako nakulia. Hiyo ni uongo. Sisi tunataka tu utaratibu ifuatwe na kazi ifanywe kwa mujibu wa sheria. Wale artisanal miners, wale wapokota ambao wanafanya na karaya, hakuna mtu atawasumbua.
Meanwhile, Okech Salah has distanced himself from the dispute, accusing illegal miners of manipulating locals and exploiting resources for personal gain.
Sheria imekuja ya kwamba wale watakuja kuchimba madini hapa watakuwa watu wanaofuata sheria na nidhamu za Wizara ya Madini inayoongozwa na shupavu Simba Hassan Ali Joho.
Michelle Mwangi for TV47.
Police officers in Nakuru County deployed across various sub-counties carried out an overnight operation targeting notorious drug peddlers and illicit brew dens in London and Hilton estates, where gang groups have been terrorizing residents. So far, 3 individuals have been arrested in the ongoing operation, which followed a heated confrontation between police officers and youth in the area.
Because mimi niko hapa chini kwenye magari ya polisi iko.
Sida ilikuwa hapa itingi, kulikuwa tarehe 14 hivi, wakati mchama mmoja alikuja na contest bunga hivi, competitor ya mheshimiwa Rama. Akawaletea chakula. Sasa alikuwa anaongea na wananchi, wakakuja hapo ape kitu kidogo akule chakula. Sasa vijana wadogo tu wakakuja wakamnyang'anya simu wakamchapa. Hiyo ndio the problem. Tena vijana huwa wananyang'anya watu masimu hapa. Hasa kitendo kama hizo, wanaingia kwa barabara, wanaporoke wanaweka mawe hapa, wananyang'anya watu masimu hapa, wanafunja nini, wanagonga mafio ya watu ya magari hapa, wanachukua kitu wanataka. Kuna vitu hao wanakula hapa mapangi hivi, watakange mapolisi waenda huko. Hata kuna siku waligonga askari ya prison, wakamtoa meno kama 3 hivi. Alikuwa anaenda prison karibu hapa kwa neighbors.
Nakuru kumekuwa na shida ya security sana, na tunapongeza serikali kwa ile mwelekeo yenye wamechukua ili waweze kurudisha security kwa nchi, ili wananchi wakuwe na security ya kufanya kazi.
Kitui County Commissioner Erastus Mbui has promised to end insecurity along Kitui and Tana River border. For years, the two tribes, Kamba and Somali pastoralists, have been clashing for decades over pasture during the drought season. Speaking to locals during a baraza at Musenge in Mutha Ward in Kitui South, the security personnel, together with local leaders, have called upon unity among the locals to restore peace between the two communities. For the past years, many people have been killed, houses torched and schools closed down whenever the clashes arise.
Kama utaki mtu na pesa yake usiguze, kwa sababu tutakutolea na atarudi kukutafuta. Tutatoa na utafuatwa, because nikiingia pale mimi naingia kati ili kuhakikishia kila mtu nini, usalama.
Mama, kijana, mzee, sisi wote tushirikiane, tutafaulu. Sisi tumekuwa kwa operation zingine, si hapa tu, na tuliweza kwa kushirikiana.
Mwaka jana kutoka Januari mpaka Disemba, pala county commissioner, wamama na watoto wa Musenge wamefukuzwa kwa boma zao pale, wakakuja kukaa hapa. Viongozi wakakuja wengi kuwaletea msaada bwana county commissioner. Lakini hao watu bado hawajarudi kwa mashamba yao ambayo iko pale. Ambao hao ni wananchi wa Kenya ambao wanahitaji security kama wananchi wale wengine.
And in the world of sport, Shabana FC once again showcased their class as they continued with the relentless pursuit of the Sport Pesa League title by securing a vital 1-0 win over Tusker FC in a tight encounter played on Saturday evening. Now the win moved the Torebobe to the third place on the standings with a total tally of 37 points. Elsewhere, AFC Leopard edged rivals Posta Rangers with a dominant 2-1 victory to ensure they hold on to second place and maintain pressure on Gor Mahia in what is promising to be a grueling title race.
I have to say about the first half. We started the game in a low tone, whereby if you look, for example, the second goal, say any set piece, if your opponent can score through a set piece, that means psychologically in terms of concentration, you're not alert.
Thank God for the 3 points. It wasn't easy. The second half was a bit tricky.
And European football powerhouse Manchester City showcased their impeccable
No more excuses. It's time to rise, grind, and own your mornings. Join Coach Shadrack Omer every Monday to Friday from 5:30 to 6 a.m. Only on TV47. Full body workouts, zero equipment, maximum results. Start strong, stay strong. TV47 Fitness with Coach Shadrack. Only on TV47. Looking for the perfect way to kick off your weekend?
Pole. Hiyo ni salamu ya Mluya kabisa.
Tune in to Friday with Betty, the most exciting show on TV.
Betty, one tear gas. Betty, I don't know where this guy's going.
From the latest news and trends to unforgettable moments.
Wewe ni simpa.
Friday with Betty is your go-to show for a fabulous Friday night.
Theological, meteorologist, what is that word, Willis?
Tune in this and every Friday at 9 p.m. and let's make your Fridays.
Of course, now we wrap up News Now at 1 with Sheilar Chelangat. More updates in our subsequent bulletins at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Do enjoy the rest of your viewership. Good afternoon.